Greetings, foolish mortals, and welcome to Hijinks, the interactive fantasy tabletop role-playing improv comedy show. My name is Heretic, and I'm definitely not a corpse possessed by some demonic being. Welcome. We're so happy that you could be spending your Friday night with us. If this is your first time watching your show, welcome. What we do here is we bring comedy to you. Sometimes spooky, like this one. Other times, more comical in nature. Who knows? But you have stumbled into the Shadowfel saga, and so we are going to scare the ever-living hell out of you tonight. We have gathered together some of the best tabletop role-playing comedians that we personally know and forced them to endure a maddening chamber of torture designed by the most diabolical minds that we could have found on our social medias. That's right, you helped us make this torturous chamber, this diabolical dungeon. We asked a couple of questions on our Twitter and our Instagram and our Facebook, and your little macabre minds did not disappoint. First, we asked what kind of setting you would like to see, and you selected gothic horror. So tonight, we are going to see shadow-drenched castles, candle-lit hallways, and all kinds of dark secrets. Furthermore, we asked what kind of monster you wanted to see, and by an overwhelming majority, you selected the crawling hands. So some spine-tingling terrors await our trepidatious adventurers, that's for certain. And finally, we asked what type of quest you want our adventurers to go on, and you selected the absolute worst quest humanly possible, the dreaded escort mission. That's right, our adventurers will have to take a hapless NPC from one location to another, hoping that they don't die along the way. Should they accomplish this feat, they will be rewarded with one step closer to the next level. Should they fail, they'll be ripped limb from limb for your amusement. These things and more await us as we delve deeper into the darkest depths of the Shadowfel. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get to the most important part of the show, where I mention our Patreon. That's right, we have a Patreon. Go to our Patreon at Hazards and Hijinks. Good, I did it. Look at me. No, the most important part of the show is where I introduce our players for this evening. And boy, howdy, am I super tickled pink to introduce our players. We have just the best victims and sacrifices for you tonight on this spooky season. Starting off with everyone's favorite Burning Man. Put your hands together for Brandon Burns as Michael Richardson, the Human Hunter.
The pleasure's all mine to be here, friend. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Up next, we have everyone's favorite Tyler X. Coots as Snuggdar Tryptophan, the Catfolk Priest.
Insert cat phrase here.
Ooh, someone's lost their plucky charm. What happened, Snuggdar?
You want a fur ball in your slipper? Let's not talk about it.
Even when he's sassy, he's still got the cat puns. Up next, returning, but introducing a new character. Put your hands together for Holly Scott as Jayne Goodfield, the Human.
Hi, everyone. It's me. Don't worry, I'll have something better to wear in a little bit.
That's right, they will, and hopefully they'll have a class by the end of the episode, or they'll die. And finally, making their debut with us at Hazards and Hijinks, but our longtime fans may recognize them. Put your hands together for everyone's favorite seagull, Sierra Seagull, as Bubbles Rathnit, the Orc Berserker.
Hey guys, what's up? Does anyone have food?
You can tell they're just chomping at the bit to get this adventure started. So why don't we do that now? And let's do it the way we always do here at Hazards and Hijinks by screaming wildly into the camera and tearing at our eyes. No, that's what I do every other night. No, let's do it with a hearty huzzah. 3, 2, 1, huzzah! Huzzah! Let's paint the scene. Snuggdar and Michael Richardson walked along a dense forested path. This forested path extended to the far north, far past the mountains of death, to the northwest of Oakvale. They had gone on somewhat of a sabbatical. Snuggdar had been quite despondent after what had happened to him in the fields of Greater Oakvale, and he had asked to go on this adventure alone. But Michael Richardson had decided that he also needed to clear his head after the chaos that had happened with Skin Deep and the near destruction of his home and his community. And so the two, who barely knew each other, found themselves traveling together along this dark, wooded road as the fog slowly crept in, covering the path. The sound of owls echoing through the distance as the soft wind cut through the pine needles, causing the sweet sound of rustling through the wind.
But yeah, basically that's kind of my whole thing with Greg. I'm just kind of there with him.
Oh, that's it's nice to be there for somebody when they need you. I used to take care of a great many litters, if you will. Before never mind. I don't want to think about it anymore. But it's great to be accompanying you, heading out on the road again, back to my roots. This is where I first fell in love with the celestial kitten, and I was on the road, and I truly discovered him.
I know. You start every morning with the same thing, going, oh, it's so nice to be back on the road again, and this is where I discovered myself. Like, we've literally been doing this walk for like a month, and you want to start every morning like we're fucking strangers?
Just let me grieve in my own process.
No, you've been grieving for a month. Get out of denial. I need you to move on from denial. Get to anger. I don't give a shit. Bargain with me. Do fucking something other than wake up every morning like it's a fucking Monday when we don't even know what day of the week it is. It might be a Monday, but it's not the Monday of the same fucking month.
I let out me anger. I turned somebody's guts into a cat.
Oh, you turned guts into a cat. That makes you a fucking angry little kitty cat. I do that like every other fucking day. You're not special. You're fucking a worthless little sad kitty cat. Fucking spit out your pissed off hairball. Grow the fuck up.
Now listen here. I'm going to just...
Suddenly, an owl drops out of the sky, falling lifeless between the two of you. Poof!
You gonna eat that?
No, stop. Don't touch it. I'd like to commune with Wolfpack and try to talk to the nature around me and get a sense of what's going on with the animals.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to say you're using your nature. Let me see.
Yeah. I'm basically, all animals have earpieces that I can communicate with them because they're all,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we're going to set this check we'll set it at 10, and we'll give you a 1d6 bonus because you're using your nature check for it. So we'll set it at 10 plus the 1d6. So d20 plus 1d6 should be pretty.
It's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. All right. Yes. You on the intercom, you get a little message. Hey there. This is Squirrel up here. Yeah. Hey, over the tree. Hey, I'm waving at you. Yeah. Hi.
I got you. No, I see you. I copy.
Over here. Yeah. He's got 2 health potions on him.
Is he alive? Like he just kind of fell.
Oh yeah, no, he's super dead, super duper dead, but definitely has 2 health potions on him. Stole them from a crone.
Do you know what killed him? Is like a dangerous kind of death or like a fine kind of death?
Well, just gonna go out on a limb here. When you steal stuff from crones and then you drop out of the sky, that's not really.
It's fine. Yeah, no, that checks out. All right, Squirrel, I 10-4 club. Can you just do a quick peripheral check and make sure there's no kind of dangers in the area?
All right, doing a scan for the crone. Sky check clear, ground check clear. Unable to do subterranean or aquatic check as there is no water, and I am a squirrel.
All good. If you can contact Anteater, get a 10-4 on that. I appreciate your services.
Right. Anteater. Anteater here. How's it going?
Anteater. I'm checking the subterranean check. Any kind of damages in the peripheral?
All right. Yeah, we got some movement over here in the graveyard, about 6 miles from here. There's somebody digging up all kinds of corpses. I'm not sure if that's connected to your situation, but it's worth noting.
Snuggdar, can you put a note down? There's people that are pillaging graves in a nearby area.
They're graves?
I notice you're eating an owl. I
currently eating the owl. Suddenly the crone appears from the underground. The crone wears the skin of badgers draped across her body. It is I, Badger, the subterranean crone. You who would dare pilfer my pilferers' loins, I curse both of you now. You who would dare eat upon his flesh must flap your wings like an owl every time you speak, or you will be struck with a wicked curse. She licks her finger and touches your nose. You, the one-eyed man, you I curse. You must do this every time you say the. These are the curses from Badger. Goodbye. You can keep the health potions, though. I am generous and mercurial. Goodbye. And then she dips back into the ground. Congratulations, you got 2 health potions, and you are also cursed.
Unfortunate.
That's ridiculous. I'm gonna blame you for that one.
Well, who knew that the crone would appear based off of me eating such a fine fowl?
A fowl that fell from the sky.
Oh!
I did it.
Yes, well, you don't have to make a sound. It's just you have to do the gesture.
I know. I did the gesture.
Okay.
I was communicating with the ominous voice in the sky.
Okay.
Dick.
I am the ominous voice in the sky, you dick.
And you're a dick.
Fair point. You are correct.
Hate that guy. Listen, Snug. Can I call you Snug?
That's fine with me.
You know, it's been a while that we've been walking. I say, you're in denial. Let's move you to drunk.
I'd be more than happy to oblige with that.
It's a better spot. There's a pub like 5 miles that way I can take us to.
lead the way. Let's do it.
All right.
Since we're already cursed and everything, I can continue eating the owl, though, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Great.
Avoid the gizzard. That's gonna give you like probably a death sentence of some kind.
Oh, good looking out. Yes.
Gotcha, friend. I gotcha.
And so the two made their way through the fog-ridden road towards a warm lit pub. The pub was called the Crooked Man, and as they entered, they saw it was densely packed with suspicious-eyed people who looked over their shoulders at each of them as they walked in before turning back and whispering to each other. The tavern master at the bar, a large man with mutton chops, holding 2 muttons and a chopper in his hand. Oi! You want mutton?
No.
That's awful suspicious, traveler.
No. What's suspicious is everyone whispering when you enter a place.
Fair point. What would you be having?
2 of your largest pints, please.
All right, well, the pint is an incremental size, so it comes in one size, which is a pint.
Well, what's your largest size then?
That would be a gallon.
We'll take 2 gallons.
Very well, then. Sally, 2 gallons! A young girl comes out holding a gallon in a wood barrel. She puts it on the table. She runs back, grabs another, and comes out with a second gallon, drops it on the table. Thank you.
Thank you. Snug, I'll buy this round and any of the rounds next if you can beat me in the chug-off.
All right, you're on. Let's do it.
And so the two began to drink. We have a chug-off! The way the chug-off works is each of them are going to have to make escalating constitution checks against each other unless they have... Well, Michael Richardson's has an athletics check, so he can use that in its place. Snuggdar, do you have a skill that you can use in place of your constitution? Is there a skill that you can justify in its place?
My faith in me own liver.
Unfortunately, no, as your god is no longer exists, you have no faith in your own liver. So we are going to go his athletics check versus your constitution check. So we'll set the first one at a simple 10. We'll say you are just trying to drink as fast as possible. So both of you grab the gallon of ale, put it to your lips, lift, and begin drinking. So begin drinking. All right, let's roll so we're going to roll a D20 for Snuggdar.
15.
15, he successfully finishes the first one and drops it down. Now we will do a D20 plus a 1D6 for Michael Richardson, also at 10.
Nat 26.
A nat 20 plus a 6? A nat 20 plus a nat 6, that's a double nat. Michael, describe what you do.
Yeah. So I let Snuggdar get a solid 25-second head start. And I just take 3 deep breaths and I literally just inhale the liquid in one go. Like it's gone in a blink of an eye. I put it down. I ask for another one, chug that one, and then finish his.
Yes, you grab Snuggdar's just as he's about to finish his, and you finish off his. The suspicious crowd, which had been eyeing you over their shoulders, immediately erupted to thunderous applause and cheers. Ah! They all
That's right.
You and begin throwing money on the table, going, more, more, more! The mutton chop clad tavern master drops down 2 casks of dwarven whiskey in front of you and pops them open. All right, boys, It looks like you're having yourselves a proper drink-off. Well, round 2's on me. And he pushes the casks of dwarven whiskey in front of you. Do you accept?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
All right. Round 2 is going to increase the DC. It's going to be set at 16 or better. So Snuggdar, we'll start with you. You're going to straight Constitution, so that's a D20.
16.
16, yes! You put the cask to your lips and begin chugging it.
Now, I just destroyed that one. Wouldn't you say, given my expertise in drinking, I'd have advantage on this next round?
I would say yes, you do. I will give you an additional D6 to yours. So you have 2 D6 plus the D20 and you're trying to beat 16. So let's roll yours.
2 D20. At a 14.
The fates were unkind. You pushed too far and now you must suffer the consequences. Dwarven whiskey is not your favorite. It's not aged properly. They use Underdark peat instead of surface peat, and it just has a different consistency. Uses a lot more mushroom than you particularly like. So it turns your stomach a bit, and you upchuck it back into your mouth. Luckily, you catch it, you save it, you push it back down, but you are unable to finish the entire whiskey before Snuggdar does. So Snuggdar does beat you this round, and everyone cheers. Except for all the people who bet on you. They boo and sneer and jeer. But, aye. Who would have expected the cat to lap that one up? He lapped him proper.
Now, let's take it down a notch. I gave him a win.
Oh, how conciliatory of ya. Finally, a wizarded old man steps forward. Well, if this is a proper drink-off, then it requires a proper drink. Bring me the rum of the ancient red dragon worm. A hush falls over the bar as the tavern master goes behind the bar, opens a cabinet, and removes 2 bottles of crimson red liquid that seem to glow as they pass by the candlelight. He sets each one down, uncorks it. As they do, you can almost hear the smell of alcohol exude out of it like a roar of a dragon. Sets them down.
Hey, Snuggdar.
Mm-hmm. Yes?
This is gonna suck so fucking much.
That's what I deserve, me friend. All the pain in the world.
Oh, yeah, you're in fucking anger now. I fucking love this. All right.
Let's do it.
All right. And so each of you grab the rum of the ancient red dragon worm and you put it to your lips. You can literally feel it burning your lips, just the bottle burning your lips.
Ah, all right. I got to prep for this.
It's going to be a DC of 18. Snuggdar?
I would like to use 3 EP points.
Yes.
2 of them are for me and 1 of them are for Snuggdar.
All right. What are you trying to accomplish with your EP?
For me, it's to guarantee a victory.
Okay.
I'm defending, like, truly my honor is in drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it is a thing I have to, if I'm not good at it, I'm not good at anything else. But I want to help Snuggdar finish and see confidence in himself.
Okay. Okay, so to guarantee your victory, I'm going to say that's going to cost you 4 EP. For 2 EP, you can give yourself an additional 1d6 and take the chance. But if you want to guarantee victory, that's going to cost you 4.
Cool.
So
I'll do that.
Okay, so you want to guarantee victory, that'll cost you 4. All right. Yeah. And then for Snuggdar, yeah, to guarantee his victory, that'll cost you 2 more, or for 1, you can give him a 1d6, which will increase his chances of success.
Just one.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Then you spent 5 EP. You take yours. Go ahead and describe, because it's an auto victory. Go ahead and describe how you victoriously down the rum of the red dragon worm.
I stand up on the table, similar to the ale. I inhale it, but I keep it down. And I kind of stagger a little bit. I'm like, oh no! And everyone's kind of like going crazy. And then I pull out a lighter and just burp. And truly, a line of fire like a dragon destroys the roof of this pub and sets the whole thing on fire, but like blows the fucking roof off of the place. Just fucking erupts it, and it flies like 10 miles up.
Yes. The roof not just catches, the thatched roof doesn't just catch on fire, it explodes, ignites, and like a rocket shoots into the air and explodes like a firework, erupting into the form of a red dragon. The crowd loses their mind. Even the tavern master, who should be angry that his roof is gone, is elated by this display. The old man looks and nods and then snaps his fingers, and magically a new roof thatches itself and appears on where the old one was. Well done, boy, well done. All right, Snuggdar, you have been given an additional bonus in watching that display. So you, in addition to your victory, which gives you a 1d6 bonus, you get a second 1d6 bonus. So you have a d20 plus 2d6, and you're trying to hit that 18. So go ahead.
Feel my fluff, see my butt, and go in my gut. Oh, 21!
Oh, yes! You down it as well, drinking it, you slam it on the table. Your fur immediately erupts into flames. And then the flames dissipate. Suddenly the crowd surround you and pick both of you up. These are our champions! The old man says, these are our champions! They are here to release us from the dark times. Put up a table, boy! Get them some mutton! We have much to discuss. Meanwhile, a young girl, a young woman, walks alone across a field. She doesn't seem to be lost because she doesn't really have a direction that she's going in. She's just kind of enjoying where life takes her. But it is getting dark, and it is getting cold, and perhaps someplace to stay the night would be wise. And in the distance, she sees a large orc also traveling on the road, somewhat oblivious to his surroundings as well, knitting, oddly, to himself as he walks. And the two pass by each other. And as they do, they pass a simple glance. And then what happens?
Hi, I love your stuff. They're very cool.
Sorry, I stooped down because she is very small and I am very tall. What'd you say?
I said I love the stuff that you have on, all of your big armors and your stuff that you're knitting in your hand. I think it's really nice.
Oh, thanks, dude. I made it myself. My mom taught me how to knit. She's pretty cool.
I'm not a dude, I'm a girl.
What's your name? Sorry, dude is gender neutral for orcs.
Okay.
I don't know the customs of your culture.
It's all good. I'm Jayne.
Nice to meet you, Jayne.
Wow, you're
What's good? Are you going somewhere? You're like kind of small, and I'm just taking a walk, but it's getting kind of dark.
Yeah, I got bored at home, so I left.
Okay, literally same.
Yeah.
My moms are going through a divorce. It's like a whole thing, but I just had to get out of there, you know?
Yeah, I understand. My parents aren't going through a divorce, but they're boring, so I left.
Fair enough, kid. You wanna go see if we can find somewhere less boring?
Yeah. Let's go. There's a place over there. It's got lots of lights. Let's do that.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. I didn't even see that. I picked Jayne up and I put her on my shoulders, and I continue to walk and knit at the same time and probably bump into some stuff.
I am tall. I'm a tall person now. Woo.
Yes, the two, Jayne upon Bubbles' shoulders, walk, Bubbles bumping into twigs and branches as the two of them trudge through the ever-thickening trees of the forested path until they come to the well-lit building. It appears to be a town center. All of the other buildings in town are completely dark. The lights are all out, which is strange because it isn't late enough to justify that. The sun had only been down for a few hours. You'd expect some of the lights to still be on, at the very least at the guard center or at the public house. But only the town center, only the town hall has its lights still on. However, this does not concern either Bubbles or Jayne as they eagerly walk up to this building. And as they do, they don't hear a sound, just the warm, soft light coming through the windows as they approach.
This would be a really great place to read a book. I love reading books.
Wow. You're a fucking nerd.
I think that's great.
Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. I have this book. You want to see it? It's big and black and spooky. Oh, don't open it though, because then you'll be cursed forever.
Yeah, that looks like exactly what this would do. Why don't you just take that back?
Yeah, thank you.
I go up to the front door and I knock. Hello?
After a few moments of knocking on the door, you hear a shuffling sound and silence.
I think.
Okay, you want to go in? Because I want to go in. Do you want to go in?
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay.
You open the door, and standing in front of you is a figure, a well-dressed man.
Hi, I'm Jayne.
Oh, what's up, dude? You're super well dressed.
Yeah. I didn't catch their name, but they're big.
My name's Bubbles.
Bubbles! That's Bubbles. Bubbles is big. Probably an orc, I'm guessing.
The man gestures to a sign which lists the hours that the town hall is open. It says, open at sunrise, closed at sunset.
You should turn your lights off then, because then people will think that you're open when you're not. That's very rude.
Hey, I mean, yeah. Yeah, no, she's right. It's kind of weird.
He takes a step back and slowly closes the door.
You know,
okay, well, that was rude.
A couple years ago, I had a Samhain party, and we left our lights on, and then the ghosts came, and they're like, you should let us in. And we're like, no, we're not doing the party anymore. But then the ghosts were like, no, your lights are on. And we had to let them in, because that's the rules of Samhain.
Wow. Well, I don't know if I have the capability to unpack that right now, but you want to just keep going and see if we can find anything else?
No, I want to go in here, and I knock on the door again.
Oh, okay.
After a few moments, you hear that same skittering sound. And then the door opens again. The same well-dressed gentleman stands at the door.
Hi, it's me, Jayne. This is Bubbles. Remember you slammed the door on us very rudely? Your lights are on, and even though it's not Samhain right now, you're breaking the rules of Samhain. So because you forgot to turn your lights off, you should let us in.
Totally what the tiny thing said.
He takes a step back, slowly turns, and gestures as if you may enter.
Thank you. Come on, let's go.
As you enter, you see there are other well-dressed people, dressed in a similar fashion to the doorman, standing silently along the hall, facing each other motionlessly.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi.
They
Hi.
slowly turn their heads and look at you.
I like your black party. This is fun. There's lots of good aesthetics here. That's the word I read. Aesthetics.
Jayne, this is kind of creepy.
I know. I like it.
Okay, yeah, totally, for sure. Let's just say hypothetically, though, one of us had really not gotten to leave their farm much and is getting a little spooked by the creepy people.
Oh no, I didn't mean to speak.
Are you walking down the hall as you're having this conversation, or are you stopped in the hall as you're having? So as you walk down the hall, you come to two doors which say meeting hall. There's another hall that extends down, but this hall, you can see there's like a window in the door, and you can see it's a large room, like a gathering room. Would you like to enter this room, or would you like to go down the adjacent hall?
Hey Bubbles, if you don't want to do this, we can go. I'm not like gonna force you to go, but I'm really, really intrigued.
No, for sure. I mean, you seem like you've got it under control. It's just that you're like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Which is dope. That's cool. But I mean, I guess I can protect us if anything weird happens. But
Okay.
Okay. Can we peer through the window?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there
You can
anyone inside?
peering through the window. Let me see. Let me just see. Yeah, that's going to be a intelligence check. So let's roll. Let's set that check. It's an open-ended, so the better you do, the more I'll tell you. So we'll just roll the d20 and we'll see how you do.
19.
A 19. All right, yes, inside the room, it is a large room. I'd say it's about 30 feet across by about 15 feet across, so a fairly large room. All of the furniture in the room is pushed to the side against the walls so that it maximizes space, and it is packed full of people that are standing so close to each other that it's almost uncomfortable, just packed full of people. All of them standing nose to nose, like right next to each other. All of them facing the wall, not facing the door, facing the wall to the north. And if you look on the wall, there is an arcane symbol drawn on the wall.
I would like to do an occult check to see if I recognize the symbol.
All right, yes. We'll set that occult check at 13. So let's roll a d20 and a d6.
A 23.
Yes, that is an elemental symbol.
That's okay. So that symbol on the wall there, you can kind of, I can't really see in the window, but like I can see the top of it, and I recognize top from one of my books. That's an elemental symbol.
Nice job, nerd. Love it.
Yeah.
Man, it's really good that there's no pandemic going on in this world because all those people are standing really close together.
You want to go in? We can go in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we go in.
I kick the door open.
Kicking the door open, all of the people, which is about 90 people, immediately turn their head and begin walking towards you very, very quickly.
Hi, I'm Jayne. That's Bubbles. Hi. There's a lot to say hi. Hi.
They all begin moving towards you, extending out their hands as if to grab you. When suddenly there's a whistle from behind, they all stop and put their hands down and return to their position. apologies. Terribly sorry.
Accept your apology. Hello, I'm Jayne. This is Bubbles.
You turn around and there is a man dressed in all black leather with a crooked bird-like mask. He removes his mask, revealing small round glasses and a very pale face. Hello.
I like your mask. It's very nice. I'm Jayne.
Thank you.
Bubbles.
Thank
Bubbles
you.
is
Yes.
North.
Hello. My name is Dr. Radisson. You should not be here. This is a highly infectious area. Actually, the whole town is. Please come with me for your own safety.
Okay.
Infectious with what, man?
Oh, the stalking plague?
I don't know what that is, but that sounds bad. Let's go.
Oh, it's super bad. Come on. And he quickly gestures you and ushers you out of the city hall. He closes the door and puts a large padlock on it. I apologize. I meant to do this at sundown, but I was elsewhere occupied. Yes, the entire town is suffering from stalking plague. It debilitates all of its victims and forces them to, well, as you can see, kind of conduct themselves like stalking animals. A very unnerving disease that I am trying desperately to relieve this population of. Hence the mask and the precautionary attire.
My mom made me wear stockings one time, but it was very uncomfortable, so I took them off and I threw them in a river.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Well, then you understand.
Okay, great. We're kids. Is there like anything to do for fun around here? Like, do you guys have food? I'm freaking.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, obviously, now that you've been exposed, I have to run some simple blood tests just to make sure that you haven't. Oh, no, I'm not here at the laboratory, of course, if you follow me. But I have an amazing kitchen, and one of those who was not exposed to the stalking plague is the local chef who can gussy you up just about anything your mind can imagine. So let's fill those tummies and get that blood work done and take care of business, shall we?
I would like to do an alchemy check to see what we actually need for this.
Okay.
I know this.
Yeah. An alchemy check. Yeah, okay. I'm going to say because you don't have any familiarity with the stalking plague, the alchemy check as far as like coming up with a cure is going to be pretty high. We're going to set that at 18. But we'll roll a d20 plus a d6 and we'll see how you do.
Mm-hmm.
18.
18, you got it. All right, so yeah, you know you're going to need spearmint, you're going to need mandrake root, and you're going to need birch bark, and you're going to need to grind all of that and boil it in chicken stock, and that's going to create the right kind of concoction to deal with stalking plague.
You said birch stock? Sorry.
Birchwood bark.
Okay. I say that, I rattle that off to Dr. Radisson. I think we're going to need some spearmint, mandrake root, birchwood bark, and we have some chicken stock available. We can use that too.
Oh, wonderful. I believe we have access to most of those ingredients. It's my expertise is not in alchemy. My expertise is in medicine. So I've been able to identify the symptoms, but I haven't yet been able to assess a potential cure. You are somewhat of a math cent. You are the solution to our equation, my young lady. And
yeah, no, she's just a nerd, but she's like a cool nerd.
Oh, wonderful. We love nerds. Well, let's get you to the laboratory quickly. Come. We don't know what else is crawling about here.
I pick Jayne up under my arm to save time.
Okay, follow me. And the three of you quickly make your way to a large Gothic castle. Yes, unfortunately, the former lord of this area was the first to fall victim to the stalking plague, as well as his retinue, guards, and household. And so the castle became somewhat available, and I took advantage of its spacious amenities and turned it into my laboratory, as it were. So we will find ourselves living in the lap of luxury for the time being. I will say you have access to whatever room you like. The kitchen is right down this way, and my laboratory is to the left, up a stair, to the left, down a stair, to the left, up another stair, to the left, down a stair, down another stair, to the left, Fred a stair, up a stair, down a stair, to the left, and you can't miss it. Wonderful.
Before he is even like a little bit into the directions, I'm already in the kitchen.
Okay, wonderful. See you soon. Bye.
I'm afraid of needles and I want food.
All right. You find yourself in the kitchen. There is a large man sitting at a stool. He has a large meat cleaver in his hand.
Hi, I'm Jayne. This is Bubbles.
Hi, your choppy thing is very cool.
I agree. Very cool.
Are you the chef?
Chef,
Can
what are you having?
Food.
Chocolate chip preferred.
I don't bake.
Oh.
Meat, so much meat. Give me meat.
Meat pies. He gets up and begins moving towards the stove and begins hacking. Yes.
So if you don't bake, how are you making a meat pie?
Meat pies. I don't bake.
Oh, then can I have a cookie?
What are you having? He goes back to hacking.
Jayne, I think maybe we should like drop the cookie thing. I don't know.
The doctor pops back in. Oh, I meant to tell you, the chef, while an amazing culinary artist, lacks something in the conversational abilities. I've yet to determine a correlation between immunity to the stalking plague and limited cognitive function, but I do believe there is somewhat of a correlation there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we got that, but thanks for explaining.
Of course, I didn't want you to feel uneasy. He is a delightful person, but I didn't want you to get unnerved by him or anything like that.
Dude, he's got the choppiest thing.
Oh yes, he has many choppy things. Many choppy things.
He has
Yes.
kind eyes too. I like his eyes.
Oh, thank you. I mean, you should thank him. He or his parents or whoever gave him his eyes. Anyway, eat up. Blood tests. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Left. Up the stairs, down the stairs, up the stairs, left, left, down the stairs, up the stairs, up the stairs, left, left. Yes. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. We should do those things.
The chef comes back with two plates full of chopped, scorched meat. Meat pies!
Thank you so much, Chef. You're very kind.
Sits back down.
Oh man, this is real good.
I take a bite of the meat, and then I go up and give him a kiss on the cheek. Mwah. Thank you.
Dude, my mom that I live with makes me eat vegetarian. This is amazing.
Oh. Vegetarian can be good on some occasions if you grow your own. I grow my own vegetable.
I grow my own other stuff.
That's very cool. Can you grow stuff for me? Since you're my friend and all.
No,
Oh, okay.
you're still my friend though.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. we should. Okay, listen.
Okay.
Level with me, Jayne.
Yeah.
I'm scared of needles.
Okay.
I kind of want to just leave.
But I can't help a whole town full of people if we just leave.
You make a good point.
I tell you what, I'll hide the needle so you won't see it. I'll do like a punch on your shoulder, but I'll have the needle in my hand, but it just feels like a fun punch.
Well, now you told me, so now I know.
Oh.
You just promise you'll talk to me the whole time?
Yeah, I'll hold your hand too.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Up, left, down, left, down, left. Fred Astaire, down, left.
And so you find yourself at the laboratory, just as Dr. Radisson turns. Oh, wonderful, yes.
It was surprisingly easy to find this place. I was very surprised.
Oh, yes. Well, I put signs at every juncture to help, because otherwise it's a labyrinthian, this place.
That's very helpful. Thank you, Doctor.
So cool of you, dude. That, like, righteous. Thank you so much.
Yes, well, I am not a bullfolk, so I lack the ability to make my way through a maze.
That kind of racist?
I think so, but just let it go.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Hey, Doctor, we really want to leave, but we also want to help a bunch of people. So can we?
Oh, yes. Yes. All right. Well, first, he pulls out an enormous needle. First, we just need to do the blood test.
Okay, you can do mine first.
Wonderful. He takes the needle and he sets it down, and he pulls out a very small needle and pricks you slightly.
Ow! I'm kidding. It didn't hurt that much.
I love your bedside manner. Delightful. He puts it into a vial, opens up a book, and pulls out a large ray gun and zaps it. Oh, marvelous. You have not been infected with the stalking plague. In fact, you are a perfect specimen of health. Yep. Marvelous. A bit young, still in the juvenile state. Still developing, but I mean, some abnormalities, interesting abnormalities to say the least, but actually, my reading is probably definitely going to want to investigate that further, but that's neither here nor there. Let's move on to you, good boy, my strapping young orc lad. Let's do a blood test.
We've been traveling together though, and like if she's not infected, I'm probably not infected, right?
That's not how viruses or plagues work. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Yes. If it makes you feel better, I can draw blood from you in a way that's more traditionally acceptable with your culture.
What do you
cutting your hand off, I think.
Oh no, nothing that barbaric at this phase. I mean, or in general. No, come here. Just lean a little closer.
Oh, okay.
Right here with you. Don't worry. I got your back.
Closer, just a little bit closer. Dr. Radisson puts on a steel gauntlet and punches you across the face as hard as he can.
Ow. Hey, mean.
Did I get your nose? Oh, yes. He quickly scoops up some blood from your nose and puts it in a petri dish and zaps it with his ray gun.
That's so
neat. Look at that. 17-year-old orc. Also abnormalities in your blood. Interesting. And you two just met today.
Yep.
Fascinating. Well, yes, neither of you have the stalking plague, but the abnormalities do have me somewhat concerned. So I will have you stay overnight just to make sure that the abnormalities aren't associated with the stalking plague in some capacity.
No, we'll just cure it and leave. Okay.
Oh, just cure it and leave. Okay, wonderful. Well, then let's get started on that. How do we intend on curing it?
Spearmint, magic root, birchwood bark, and some chicken stock.
But that is only for the stalking plague. We have to address these abnormalities in the blood.
No, we don't. I'm good. I can leave.
I'm good too. And I scoop Jayne up and I just start running as fast as I can.
The two of you begin running. You make your way up, down, left, or I guess you're going right now, huh? Up, down, right, left. No, now you're lost. Suddenly all of the signs are going the wrong direction. As you do, you hear the chittering sound. As you hear Dr. Radisson, oh, please come back. It will be so much more simpler if you just come. Oh, I guess. Okay, we're going to do it that way. All right. Well, it was nice.
I
Thank you for your hospitality.
I try to just Kool-Aid man my way through every wall that I can until one of them leads outside. Can I make a strength
All right,
check for
yes,
that?
that would be an athletics check. So let's roll an athletics check. The first one we're set at 15. So 1d20 plus 1d6. 15, yes, you burst through the fourth wall, crashing through. You tumble into a room. The room is stacked full of bodies. The bodies have their chests hacked open with all of their organs removed, and each of their hands have been severed off. There's probably about like 30 bodies piled atop of each other in different states of decay. The room is filled with so much noxious fumes that each of you are going to have to make a well, no, actually just Bubbles is going to have to make a constitution check. So Bubbles, go ahead. Let's set this check at 16. So let's roll a d20.
5.
Yep. You yak up something fierce.
It's the meat pies, right? I think it's the meat pies. They're probably a little off.
Yep.
When you're vegetarian and then you introduce meat to the diet, it does.
Yeah. I pick up a foot and look at it. This is a nice foot.
It is a nice foot.
This is so cool. The carnage is like, oh, it's so cool. I've never seen anything this violent before and I love it, but like, can we not be in here?
Okay.
Well, technically this room has no doors. There's just kind of like a chute at like the top of the room, about 45 feet up. So you can try to Kool-Aid man your way out of the room with another athletics check, or you could try like climbing up.
Can't I just come through the hole that I just busted in?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that and just try to bust in the opposite direction.
Okay, so you want to go back the way you came, or you want to bust through a new hole?
Back the way I came, and then bust through a different wall.
Okay, so as the two of you jump through the hole that you had just made, you don't land on the stone where you were before. Instead, you land on something soft and squishy as you feel hands tightly grip around your ankles. More hands begin tightly grabbing around your calves and then your knees. And you look down and you see dozens of severed hands begin crawling up your body. They begin clawing at you, scratching at you, and climbing up your body. What do you do?
I'm gonna do my hex.
Okay, yes. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna get so uncomfortable that I just start crying and wailing really loudly, and that is a very loud, piercing, banshee-esque shriek.
Okay, yes.
Stop the advance.
All right, well, this
user warning.
Yeah, well, we are in combat, so you can use your class feature. So yeah, I'm gonna say let's roll the d20 plus the d6. Depending on what you do, we'll tell you what happened.
15.
15. Let's hear the banshee's wail. Oh, so good. You literally turned off your own mic. Very well done. As you screech, a sonic burst erupts from your mouth. Banshees literally burst out of your mouth, ripping the severed, crawling hands off of Bubbles' body, freeing you momentarily. The banshees lift you up as the walls around you crumble. They pick you up and they carry you outside of the castle and kind of drop you onto the ground dozens of feet below. You two tumble down. Unfortunately, it is not careful how they do it. So either you can lose EP, HP, or something bad can happen. Which would you prefer each?
I'll lose EP. All
right, lose EP. You're gonna lose 4 EP.
Okay.
I'll do HP.
HP. You are going to lose 4 HP. So you are down to 14 HP.
Can I try to fall so that I'm holding her like above me so that she doesn't make as direct an impact with the ground?
Yes. As you do.
Is that an athletics check, or can I just do it?
You just do it.
Great.
I'll say that's a good boy move. Good on you. Your mom's raised you well.
If she's
they're the best, dude.
Voice in the Sky. If he's successful, do I still get to lose 4 EP, or do I get to save?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the fall, that keeps you from breaking your neck.
Oh, nice.
So, you still lose 4 EP, but you don't break your neck.
Fair enough.
Because you are still just a human. So there you go. All right, good. You see, you land on the ground, looking up, you see just a wave of severed hands begin crawling out of the wound-like hole that you erupted from the castle. They begin pouring out like a swarm of disgusting ants, and they begin crawling down towards you. Meanwhile, back at the Crooked Man Tavern.
But that's what I'm just a vessel is the name of the game.
Well, I'm going to say I've never met more qualified lunatics than you two. You. All right, then. He pulls from his cloak a large bag and drops it on the table. As it tumbles out, black diamonds tumble out of the bag and scatter across the table. This is but a sample of what we have in our mines, and we will give you 10 bags full if you help us get rid of Dr. Radisson and free those he's enslaved.
I mean,
Sounds cool to me.
yeah, we're not doing much.
All right, then. Also,
I'm assuming you had like a whole pitch and everything, but like we're just kind of on board.
oh, all right. No. I more or less figured you would. You're adventurers. You're basically prostitutes, but for danger rather than pleasure.
No, it's a bit. I honestly say more pleasure.
All right. So then we'll negotiate that after this. But I need you to ensure that none of those who've been taken by Dr. Radisson are harmed in any way. Because they're good folk.
How, Snuggy, let me know how you feel about this as a negotiation. How about 1 less bag per person lost, just as like a precaution?
Very well. I like that.
Like, not saying we're gonna, but like, it happens.
Right, we'll do our best. You try and just help somebody, maybe try and save the world, stop an evil apocalypse, end up banishing your god and dooming the whole human race.
Snug,
Yeah,
we're on anger.
sorry.
We're on anger. We're on anger. Remember that.
I'm so angry. I'll take anything to distract me from this void that is in my heart.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Then I accept these terms on behalf of everyone in our village. We already have one other adventurer who will join you on this quest. A Templar. He turns, and a Templar turns around at the counter. He is bedecked in gold armor. Hello, it is I, Pompous Boy, Templar of the Good Boy. Hello, I'm a dog folk, see? Though I do not typically deal with fiendish felines, I understand that your god has gone on somewhat of a sabbatical, and so we will turn to the ever-loyal good boy to guide us on this quest. Come, allies, let us defend our noble compatriots and dig the bone deep into our enemy's heart!
God, you're so fucking pretentious.
How can this pompous douche help us when he's too busy chasing his own tail?
Oh, you fucking just got wrecked, you piece of shit.
I did not realize that you would be burying your filth with that mouth, feline.
Hey, pompous, whatever the fuck. Suck our asses.
I am Pompous Doy of the Good Boy.
Oh, your good boy's a cunt. I've met the good boy.
If you have met the Good Boy, he who sat for our sins, you would know him, and you would give him a good pat upon the head.
Oh, no. I pat him upon the head while he sat, but he wasn't doing a whole lot of sitting. It was more of a lot of shitting.
How dare you? He pulls out his massive sword. Forgive me, patron. I cannot quest with these two rascals. Drunkards though they may be, proving their mettle true, I will cut them down for their rates.
If you're too... Yeah, how are you going to do that when you're too busy scratching your fleas?
That's twice! That's 2 times!
I have drawn my sword, priest.
And
I
I've got
have
me
killed you
magic.
in combat. Come at me, sir.
You drew your weapon. I guess you get to make the first move if you'd like.
I do indeed. He charges, swinging wildly towards Snuggdar. Let's roll a 1d6.
1.
All right, yes. He strikes dead into the table, digging his sword deep into the table. With the momentum of the swing, he kind of tumbles forward, landing on the ground. Each of you have a free attack. You can take any type of attack you want, and it does not count against your allotted attacks. What would you like to do?
I use me magic to produce a illusory ball in the air. What, boy? Oh, look at this! Look at it! And then I throw it out the window, and we're on the second story.
As you attempt to do that, you feel an immense pain because you are currently severed from your deity. So you can either lose hit points, EP, or have something bad happen.
I'll use EP.
All right, you lose 2 points of EP. In its place, you hear the sound of a kitten kind of wailing. Meow.
Whoa, what was that? That was the first time I think I've used me magic since the incident happened. Ugh. Did you hear a meow? Other than me?
No, I didn't hear anything. No, it must
Michael
just be
Richardson?
your mind.
What do you do?
I see Snuggy making his little magic ball, and I'd like... Does he have any religious artifacts on his person?
Yes, he does. He has a chain with a symbol of the good boy, which is a dog treat. It's a symbol of a dog treat.
Awesome. I'd like to, as he's sort of distracted by the ball, I'd like to grab and hold, like using my athletics, grab his talisman, the treat, and channeling my eye, curse the talisman.
Okay. I'm going to say that's going to be. You're not going to need.
Can I actually reframe that? I'd like to redirect his prayers from going to the good boy to Gregory.
Okay, yes, that's going to be an occult check to pull that off. I'll set this at 12 or better. So a D20 plus a D6.
8.
Oh, yes, you have connected his prayers to someone other than the good boy, but it's not Gregory.
How much EP would I have to use?
To get it to be Gregory,
Yeah.
you
It
have...
could also just be to nothing. Like, could I send his prayers to nothing?
To nothing, that would cost you 1 EP. To Gregory, it would cost you 3 EP.
And I have 5 or 6.
You have 5 left. Right now, you don't know what it's connected to, so it might be connected to something worse than Gregory, but you don't know.
I'd like to send. No, I'd send it to Gregory. I would send it to Gregory. Yeah.
All right, that'll cost you 3 EP. Yes, you channel the energy through it. His divine symbol is now connected to Gregory instead of the good boy. That would make it Snuggdar's turn because that was his attack, and those were just your free actions. So, Snuggdar, what would you like to do as he yanks his sword out of the table? Ha! Have at you!
All right, so are you saying that my ball didn't work?
No, it quickly materialized a ball, and then it dissipated very quickly, and you were filled with an immense pain, and you heard a cat kind of meow in pain somewhere in the ethereal plane.
Gotcha. All right. I run over to him with my claws outstretched for a ferocious-looking attack. But then I just kind of go to his belly and start giving him scratches.
Ooh! You begin scratching his belly. Is this a standard attack?
Oh, it's a tickle attack.
Oh, a simple attack. All right, let's roll a simple attack. A tickle attack! Oh, no. All right, let's roll a 1d6.
Oh, that's 5.
5. Ooh, quite a vicious tickle. We as cats always forget how dangerous and sharp our claws are. Yes, you begin scratching and tickling him. He begins shaking his leg wildly. All right, that would make it Michael Richardson's turn.
Yeah, I'd like to use Wolfpack. We're in the inn still, correct?
Yes, you are still in the inn.
And I'm going to assume it's a very old inn.
Yes, it is.
I would like to use Wolfpack and conjure all of the termites inside of the inn to begin to eat his bones by telling them they're wood.
Oh, damn. Damn. All right, yes. Let's roll that's a d20 plus a d6 to summon that wolf pack.
22.
22. Yes. Summon the termites.
Roger, we got a 5-6-2, and I need you to decimate.
Roger, this is Termite on our way en route. Suddenly, a storm of termites begin falling out of the woodwork above Pompous Doy. They begin dropping down and crawling into his skin. He begins screaming, "Ah! Ah!"
As this is happening, can I pull his head close to me and just whisper, "Pray to your God. I want you to pray to him."
You see the termites crawling under his skin. This I'm going to say counts as a free power attack. So let's roll the power attack damage. So 3d6. 8, yeah. Oh, you can see his legs kind of buckle as the termites begin eating the bones in his leg. They kind of crack under his own weight. You can hear them snap. Ah! Ah!
Will the good boy save you now, my friend?
He grabs his holy symbol and begins to chant a prayer to the good boy. Oh, he who sat for our sins, please bless me in this moment. Ah! Suddenly, his hand turns black and begins to decay and buckle. Oh, what is happening?
Keep praying to your God.
He turns into a desiccated black corpse that slowly melts away into black nothingness, leaving behind the pile of termites in its place. The old man sits at the table looking. What the fuck?
Woo! Things got a little out of hand there. That was like, that kicked it up a notch, huh? It's like 1 to 20 in no time. Hey, alright.
Oh, I have no doubt that you'll be able to take on Dr. Radisson, but you were supposed to work with him, not kill him!
We don't work with good boys.
Apparently not. Y'all are a bunch of bad kiddies, and I love it! Get them another drink! You two are going on an adventure! Congratulations, the two of you have failed your escort mission.
Can I keep his talisman, though? I'd like to pocket that.
Yes, you pocket his cursed talisman. As you do, you hear a faint voice. Thank you.
Under my breath, I just whisper, that's one down.
All right. After another round of drinks, you two are told as to where Dr. Radisson is holed up. He's apparently holed up in the old man's castle himself. After Dr. Radisson had converted his whole castle guard against him. And so he told you the directions how to get to the castle, as well as the town, which has all been converted against the people, the few remaining left alive. And the two of you make your way towards the town itself. You can see the castle in the distance as the two of you make your way towards the Dr. Radisson and whatever foul machinations he has before them. Meanwhile, Bubbles and Jayne, you two are running as far away as humanly possible, away from the swarm of severed hands crawling like a wave of termites freshly freed from a dissolving body of a good boy, crawling behind you, clasping at you as they follow behind. What do you do?
I'm gonna take my knitting needles and I'm gonna see if I can do like a cool spin move and throw them and see how many hands I can spear at once.
Okay.
Athletics check?
Yeah, that would be an athletics check. Let's roll a D20 plus a D6, and we'll have this open-ended. The better you do, the more you hit.
Oh. Is it just a D20?
D20 plus a D6.
4.
4. Yes, you're able to stab one as it comes swinging back. So as you grab your knitting needle, it has one still kind of attached to it. It kind of stops and becomes motionless.
They're really cute.
Yeah, totally.
You take a look at it, or do you keep it? Do you toss it? What do you do with it?
I give it to Jayne. You take it then, man.
All right, Jayne, as you look at it, you recognize it has the same elemental sigil that was on the wall in the meeting hall of the town hall.
It's got a cute tattoo, the elemental tattoo. Look, it's right there. See, it's on the back.
Yeah, dude, so cute.
I love it. I throw it back though. I don't really want one, but I think it's cute.
You throw it back, it kind of just drops and remains lifeless as the rest of them swarm past. They form a massive hand made out of smaller hands and begins kind of galloping towards you.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
You begin running and you see a small windmill, an old windmill with a few broken wind sails and a fence. The fence is in front of the windmill. And the road kind of goes on beyond it, more into the woods. And that is about all you can see. What do you do?
Let's go to that.
Sounds good. I hop the fence and I try to get into the windmill.
All right. The windmill's door is barricaded. As you attempt to open it, you realize it's barricaded from the inside. So what, Jayne, it's actually your turn. So what do you do?
Cool. Is there a window?
There is a window. It is directly above the door. Are you still on Bubble's shoulders?
Yeah. Bubble's been carrying me the whole time.
Okay. So yeah, you would be able to reach it with a, you would need to climb a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to go in there.
Okay. That's going to be a strength check for you to climb up there. But it's relatively easy given how close you are to it. So I'm just going to set it at a 5. So strength check of 5 or better to climb up there.
5.
All right. Yes, you barely make it. Crawling, you could grab on it. You barely climb over, pulling all of your strength to get over in through the window. You're safely crouched in the window itself. You can see inside. There are 2 people who one of them has a pitchfork and the other has like just a broken piece of a table leg. They're kind of in the corner, uncertain as to what's banging on the other side of the barricaded door. One of them looks to be an elderly gentleman, and the other is a young boy. They're both very well dressed, very similar to how the people in the town hall were dressed. However, they don't appear to be motionless or to be afflicted by the stalking plague. They seem to be in great terror. What do you do?
Hi, I'm Jayne. My friend Bubbles is outside. Can you please let him in?
They look up and scream. The old farmer throws his pitchfork towards you. Let's roll a 1d6.
2.
2. It lands directly above you, slamming into the stone of the windmill and kind of wobbles.
No, I'm a person. I'm a girl. I'm a cute girl. It's fine.
All right, that would make it Bubbles' turn. Bubbles, you hear screams. You see like a pitchfork be flung at Jayne. What do you do?
I fly into a berserker rage. That's my literal only friend. So I take all of my force and I just try to smash down the door with the whole body.
Yes,
use like a power attack.
No, you're using your berserker rage, so let's roll a d20 plus a d6. Depending on how well you do, we'll tell you what happens. 10. Yes, you slam the door down. It buckles in half so that the bottom of the door, which is barricaded, so the door is barricaded with a large a wooden plank. So you break the top half of the door. You can see an old man and a young boy, both very nicely dressed. They look at you, realize you're not a monster. They go, get in!
I jump over the door and I put the other half back up.
Okay, you quickly shove the other.
I stand against it.
All right, yes, you are.
Hey guys, what's up?
My friend Bubbles. He's very nice.
You shouldn't be here. You brought doom to us. We need to get out of here.
What? Why?
Dr. Madison, he's gone insane. He's gonna kill us all.
Oh, we met him.
Oh, yeah, we met him. He sucks.
Oh, well, I thought he was nice.
You did?
I think everybody's nice.
Girls are weird.
Yeah, well.
Meanwhile, Michael Richardson and Snuggdar, the two of you are walking down the road as you see a windmill, a decrepit windmill. You hear the sound of wood breaking echo through the area, and you look at the windmill. There seems to be a wooden door at the windmill, but nothing else seems to indicate anything is going on. You can kind of hear voices echoing through a small window above the wooden door, but you can't quite make it out from where you are. Snuggdar, with a little bit of attention from your perception skills, you could probably be able to decipher what's being said, but from right now, you can't really make it out.
Yes, I'm going to use my cat-like tread to scale the building.
Oh, very well then. All right, let's roll a dexterity check for that.
Can I give him the help action?
Yeah, by all means. Let's roll a d20 for the help.
It's
16.
because I believed in
16. All right, let's add a 1d6 to that dexterity check.
18.
18, yes, you successfully climb up the wall. You can now peer through the window. You see a large orc teenager, a small human girl in a black dress, and two well-dressed humans who appear to be terrified. They are rapidly talking to the orc and the young woman, and you're not able to make out what they're saying precisely because they're talking so very fast, but you do hear the words Dr. Radisson. You also hear skittering on the other side of the windmill.
Hello? Is this the Radisson Inn?
Kitty! Hi!
Hi. What? I hope this isn't like a microaggression, but what are you?
It's a kitty!
I'm a cat. What did it? Michael, there's like an orc, there's a little girl, and there's some scared people.
You got a friend?
Oh.
Does he need to get in?
I wanna hug you. Can you come in so I can hug you?
I lift the top part of the door away so that, and then I'm face to face with Michael.
Bubbles and Michael look at each other just as a swarm of severed hands loom behind Michael, taking a massive form of a closing fist about to grip around Michael. Will Michael be consumed by these hands? Will Jayne hug Snuggdar? Will our two groups of adventurers ever realize that they are on the same quest? These questions and more to be uncovered next time as we delve deeper into the Shadowfel here on Hazards and Hijinks. Wow. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. Ooh, how spooky, how gothic. What's going on? What's Dr. Radisson's evil plot? Only time will tell. But you can help us build it next week. That's right. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook, where we'll be throwing up those questions to help. What kind of monsters, what type of quest, and what kind of big bad final battle you want to see in the final part of the Shadowfel saga next Friday. Ooh, it's gonna be spooky, I can tell you that much. Thank you so much for everyone who helped. Big shout out to the people who helped donate to give us those fantastic curses as well as those health potions that we didn't use. Those will carry over till next time, so our players will have those health potions for next time. The curses, however, they are free of those, so be sure to throw some more hazards and hijinks at our characters next time. And just a reminder, you can also join our Patreon, where you get tons of cool stuff as well. We have Patreons that let you throw big bad evil monsters at our players for free. I know definitely we got a couple people that are going to be throwing big bad evil monsters at our players next week. We also have Patreons that let you do shout outs, that get shout outs. We're going to start that next month. And also starting this show, we're going to have their names in the credits so you can see some of our patrons. How cool is that? So you can hop on Patreon at Hazards and Hijinks to join the fun, get part of our Discord, help with help with everything, and help make our show that much better. We got a show next week, so check that out. We got tons of more shows coming. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. But let's give a big round of applause to Sierra on her debut show. Ah! Let's give a big round of applause to everyone else in our cast. Ah! We love all of you. We do this for you. We do this by you. We do this because we love you. And we will see you next week. Let's end the show as we always do with a hearty huzzah. 3, 2, 1, huzzah! Ooh, that was a proper cliffhanger.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Ooh, I'm just at the point where like my demonic spirit can't continue possessing this corpse. What's gonna happen next week? Who knows?
I don't know, but
that's gonna
man,
happen.
those termites went to town.
Oh yeah, that was graphic.
Large bet on Jayne heading Snuggdar and maybe belly rubs. Large,
Always good.
large bet.
That was awesome. I'm so
good
glad
show,
we finally
Sarah.
met up at the very end of the show.
No, I was
That's
like,
perfect. I actually
no.
loved that. I love that
Yeah.
that worked out.
I love it.
Why would anyone want to see a show where the four of you interact?
Nah. Nah.
Bubbles and Jayne are
Me-
friends. Yeah.
Snuggy and I could have just shrank at the bar.
Best
It's fine.
friends.
I
Yeah.
love that Jayne is just gonna be friends with everybody. It's like, yeah, we're friends. I'm friends with you. I gave a kiss to the chef.
You sure did.
I was like, thank you.
Wait, so Dr. Radisson has my blood work, so he knows things that I don't know.
That remains to be seen.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I know what he
I mean,
knows.
I don't know what he can and can't read from a blood test, but
I'm hoping
Yeah.
I know what he knows.
That remains to be seen. I mean, he's got that magic ray gun that tells him all sorts of stuff.
it's
So.
an STI.